Guys, my name is Fernando B. Anad, and I'll be presenting to you all my final project in CMSC 209, the San Agustin National High School Management Information System, or the SANS-MIS. Before moving on, allow me to present to you the overview of my presentation. First off, I will be talking to you a bit about my chosen organization, and that is San Agustin National High School in Sagbayan, Bohol. From there, I'll also present to you the results of the evaluation conducted on the current information system. I will also be talking about the projects which were identified during the operational planning. Moreover, I'll also be presenting to you the conceptual design of the proposed digital information system, and will also allow you to get a glimpse of the working information system, including the implementation and the future plans for the SANS-MIS.
For this project, I have selected San Agustin National High School because aside from the fact that I'm currently working there as a senior high school teacher, it is also the biggest public secondary school in the district of Sagbayan in the division of Bohol of Region 7. San Agustin National High School as a public educational institution got integrated into the General Appropriations through Republic Act No. 8319 in June of 1997, though the school has already been operational for 25 years. Currently, San Agustin National High School has a population of 1,000 learners and 64 nationally paid teaching and non-teaching staff. Over the past years, the school has shown an incremental enrollment school year per school year. San Agustin National High School as a public secondary school adheres to the same philosophy of the Department of Education. Thus, we share the same vision, mission, and core values of the department. San Agustin National High School has long been practicing the traditional and manual information system, and it was found out that its current covers three core processes, namely student enrolls, advisor keeps records, and advisor sends forms to the principal's office for report consolidation. First, a student applies for admission directly to a class advisor after submission of the academic credentials. The class advisors, being the custodian of these credentials, are the only ones capable of providing the data related to the respective classes. Furthermore, when inquiries to student academic performance or requests for student records made by other schools, oftentimes the class advisor has to leave the class to comply these. And when the school head wants to know the actual enrollment count or has to craft a school-level report on the school performance indicators, he or she has to send a paper trail to all class advisors to get the data required to generate the information needed. So when one advisor is absent, the reporting process will surely be delayed. After reviewing the current information system of San Agustin National High School, the following issues were identified. First, the process of admission, enrollment, and records management is slow and affecting stakeholder satisfaction. Second, the admission and enrollment process is not centralized and are advisor exclusive. Third, information system is tedious, redundant, error-prone, time-consuming, and cyclic in nature. After reviewing the current information system of San Agustin National High School, the following objectives were then formulated to keep up with the business needs of the school. First is to centralize the admission and enrollment process into the office of the school registrar so that the student applicants will no longer need to directly do it with the class advisor. Second is to adopt a new information system to speed up the process of admission, enrollment, and records management. Now, this new system should be able to support inquiries to student information without having it course through to the class advisors. The new system should also be able to support a real-time view of the school performance indicators for an easier and illogical decision-making on the part of the school administration. A SWOT analysis was then conducted to determine the organization's internal and external positives and negatives in relation to the planning objectives. It is worth noting that San Agustin National High School is equipped with three local servers, the ADDC, the web, and the MS Exchange, which can support software implementations. Also, the essential offices such as the faculty room, the principal's office, the registrar's office, the computer laboratory necessary for the school operations are equipped with computer terminals. Furthermore, San Agustin National High School has an existing local area network connecting all computer terminals in the campus. San Agustin National High School also employs three teachers with software development background. On the other hand, almost 50% of the teachers employed at San Agustin National High School are not computer savvy, and the teachers are still used to the traditional process, and an implementation of a digital system in place may not be well received. San Agustin National High School has no allocated budget for software procurement or has funds for an in-house software development as well. And the classrooms are scattered, so data gathering and information dissemination is also but a challenge. One thing that can be seen as an opportunity though is that the school has a lot of feeder barangays compared to the other schools, and it has an increasing number of enrollment in the senior high school department due to the increasing program offerings. One of the threats that can be seen in implementing a digital information system is the fact that power outages may hamper the operations. Moreover, there is no internet service provider in the area where SANS is located. In order to address the needs stipulated in the MIS strategic plan of the organization to adopt a new information system, the following goals were established. Due to the fact that records management are advisor exclusive in nature, which has resulted to delays in all aspects of records management, a move was made to centralize the admission and enrollment process into the office of the school registrar so that the student applicants will no longer need to directly do it with the class advisor. To make centralization possible, a server to host the digital information system will be deployed. And due to the fact that the current information system is manual and paper-based, another move was made to deploy a new information system to speed up the process of admission, enrollment, and records management, and what only way could it be made realized is by making it a computer-based one. The SANS MIS is backed on the IPO model, in which the process is viewed as a series of boxes connected by inputs and outputs. Using the IPO model in innovation can help focus on the process by making it explicit for each activity, what inputs you need to get started, what to do to most effectively process those inputs, and what outputs need to be created. And to process the right inputs properly, the waterfall model of the SDLC was employed, as this model incorporates systematic development techniques to the project, and the correctness of the product is checked on each stage of the product building. This ensures that only the correct product that fulfills the user's requirements is built during the whole development process. This is the user's view of the system to be deployed at San Agustin National High School. Now, to make it an easy deployment in terms of accessibility of the system to other platforms without further configuration, the SANS MIS is designed to be a web application with a local external server to hold the files and databases. The deployment cannot be made online since the school does not have an ISP provider. So, client terminals can either connect to the server using wired or wireless connections in the strategically installed hubs and hotspots. And this is the user interface and the functionalities of a system administrator account. This, on the other hand, is the user interface and functionalities of the section advisor account. And this one is the user interface and the functionalities of a relieving teacher's account. Finally, this is the user interface and the functionalities of a student account. Alright, as I mentioned, I'm going to walk you through to the system. So, first off, this is the login page to which I will be inputting in the system administrator username. And this is the system administrator dashboard from which I should be able to see the performance indicator performance indicators of the school that are essential, including the number of enrollees on the school level as well as on the section level. From here, I should also be able to pull out reports that are required by the DepEd Central Office. From the used to be manual creation of forms using the system, I should not be able to generate or auto-generate these forms without having to do it tediously. And this is basically the dashboard of a section from where I should be able to also see reports, indicators, and the like specific to the section. Alright, these are the forms that are being required with DepEd, and these are auto-generated already. From here, we should also be able to see the teachers of the different learning areas, and as soon as all the subjects are in, the system would automatically compute for the general averages and be able to identify as to what's the current academic award respective to that student. This is how the system would work. First is I would need to create a profile for the student. Of course, inputting in the LRN, which is the ID specific to the student provided by the DepEd office. Supply the necessary information: first name, middle name, last name, gender, date of birth, the residence, as well as the CCT. CCT is conditional cash transfer. So if the student base is basically under this program, the CCT needs to be checked on yes. Alright. And upon saving the information, for the student to be enrolled currently, a history of the previous attendance needs to be added so that the system will be able to identify the current enrollment status. So once that's added, one can already proceed with enrolling the student to the current school year. Okay. Currently, what's been done is basically adding a particular track, and after it has been added to the section, as you can notice, you should be able to see the schedules that are being assigned to that student. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if the student has already been enrolled to that subject, and there you have it, the test. And let's check on the reports as well and see if the student has been added to the list. Let's check, and there you have it. It's also available on the other reports. Okay. In order to carry on with the project, which is addressing the organizational goals, the following implementation plan was crafted to serve as guide to all the manpower involved. It is worth noting that the school already has an existing hardware from its DepEd computerization project provisions, and it also has a network infrastructure from its existing LAN, so more focus was given to the development or the implementation phase. As for future plans, the SUNS MIS currently has 3 access levels: the system administrator, faculty, and student. So I plan to incorporate additional security role to differentiate the system administrator from the school admin personnel managing the system. The system is also envisioned to be added with features such as ID generation, biometric sync, real-time image capturing, reports in PDF, etc. And lastly, this system is designed for interoperability, so it can be integrated to future ISS and of course make it available online. As for the framework, the system will still keep it being web application for easy deployment, access, and maintenance. This would allow teachers, laptops, and other gadgets get connected to the IS without further configuration.
That's all there is to it. I hope you all enjoy the presentation. Thank you guys for watching.